Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the European crossover webinar. And we'll take a look and see where the dollar stands. We're actually a little bit stronger here in the dollar and the euro. Actually, a tad bit stronger here in the euro also. Cable also stronger. Interesting. Nice move here in the Aussie. We did go on to get that little bit of a dip here in the indices. We're actually trading fairly quiet right now. Actually, that dip even extended further. It actually came to an area where I was looking for, not that I thought we would get to on the first run. I thought we would stop around the 750. I thought there's still this was my area that I thought we'd get to maybe later today. And then I think we can get down here. This is going to be important. But I didn't think we'd be getting here till, let's say, Tuesday or so. But anyway. It's a bank holiday here in the States. We have Columbus Day, so banks are closed. So cash treasury market is not going to be open. But treasuries are weaker, still weaker, but a little bit off the lows. And take a look what we have for data today. We did get industrial production out of Italy just now. It was down 0.2. And that's going to be it. That's it. That's the extent of our data. So let's just go on and get started with the bias chart. So the euro continues to defend the 1541 level, although 1521 was the dip low. Okay, support will remain the 1541 with 1496 a weekly pivot. Resistance will be 1624. So really nothing's really changed. I mean, everything's kind of stayed the same. We did want to state that 1541 is at support, although we did get a dip down to 27 to acknowledge that, but you can see we just continue to stay right into this area and we haven't really gone anywhere. So this will remain the same with the exception that we'll move from 1618 to 1624. Let's go on and move into the cable. So the cable is marking the time, marking time, while the prior week was in a 100 pip range, which is from 35.50 to 36.50. Actually moving a little bit higher here. Resistance to start the week will be 36.61, so keeping it pretty tight, with support at 35.16. So very, very tight. Moving into the Aussie dollar. Aussie was able to challenge the 73.37 on NFP day. There's that 73.37. Let's see if we have this. Did we have it marked? Interesting. Where the heck did all my markings go? Well, that's 73.37. We'll kind of drag this over here. Could have sworn we had that marked off. So Aussie was able to challenge the 73.37 area on Friday's NFP report. The pair is open to a further push. A second breach above 73.37 will find the market challenging 73.70. We are above the 73.37. That's right here. We'll find the market challenging 73.70 on the first run. Support will be 72.72. So 72.72. And there. Let's go move into the dollar yen. Wow, we're still pushing hard. Holy smokes. Remember, that was our area, this 1239. And then we had beyond that 1261. And I think we ended up going to 1239 in Asia. And now look, now it's even beyond 1261. Holy smokes. The dollar yen closed at its highest level in 18 months, an 18-month new high. Immediate resistance is 1239, and we got there in Asia. Support will be 1181. But our secondary was 1261, and now we're even above the 1261. So we have to do some homework here, some additional homework. Huge on the monthly, 1367. Look at that. Doggone, I don't have a monthly here. Oh, for right now, let's just go with this. $13.67 is huge on a monthly, so it looks like that's where it's going to go to. And time. $13.67. Take a look on a weekly. There is some there at 13.13. So let's go with 13.13. But the monthly is 13.67. 13.13. Go with that. But the monthly is 13.67. Remember that. Um, and I remember back in the day, you could get run over by the dollar yen. I mean, once it went on a tear, once I remember showing it getting short, I think it was like at 109 or something like that. And then the next day it was like at 111 something. And it just kept moving. So this thing scoots, it can scoot. Obviously, that's already clear it's doing it now. But 13.13 is key, but 13.67 is a monthly. Support now 12.55. Moving on to the cash dollar index. The dollar index challenged a weekly broken trend on its rally to 94.50. That's not updated, right? That's the old one. So I don't think I did the one for cash dollar index. So let's take a look at that. Do that one. We'd still have to go with this level right there, which is 94.22, and then that one right there is 94.36. I don't think that's going to happen today, but we'll allow for it to. We'll go right there with that. 94.36, call it 94.37. And support 93.80, going with this wick and this body here. And once again, we're keeping things pretty tight. See how they all play out. And on to Bitcoin. Wow, Bitcoin is still trying to push higher. Holy smokes. So Bitcoin appears to have found offers just ahead of 57,000. That now we're back up above 57,000. Just ahead of the 50,000 area. Resistance to start the week will be 55,539. Obviously, we've now pushed that even further. So, holy smokes. That was the case on Sunday, or actually Saturday, I think I was going to do this, but obviously not the case now. So looking on a daily, 57. $57,660. Let's see. I'm gonna go with that. 57,693. Yeah, this thing's still putting it on. May have stopped right at the high too. There we go. Pretty good little area here too. That is a good little area. Which is still in buy mode, but that's a good area. You can see here this whole zone here. And then we move up in here, you see? So this is the bottom portion, and this is the top portion. Good little zone. Maybe they'll pause now. Well, we shall see. Support, you just got to go with the body right here now, which is 55,528. Moving to the spoos. So SPX futures rallied last week to the key level of 44.16. You can see that right there. Before paring back, period to defend will be 43.55. You can see that right there. I think that level is 43.57. No, it's 43.55. So I did have that right off the bat. You can not even follow S&Ps that much. Will be 43.55. Immediate support will be 43.71 with resistance at 4,400. So 43.55. Support was actually going to be 71, and that if they dip beyond that, it'd be 43.55, which we did. Now, resistance is 43.84. Taking a look at the NAS. Well, we're back dipping here. Ran out of gas last week right in this area here. 14,993. And go to the 2-hour chart. I was looking for a dip back to this area, there. And then later today, I was looking potentially into the actually I have 704 in another chart. I think it's here in the 30-minute, but or on the volume, actually on the volume chart. And then I was looking for a move potentially to 98, but it's on the volume chart that I have 704. Yeah. So here was the move lower. There's my 704. And I think that was the Asian lows I did not expect it to get to there. I expected that to be in the Monday, on Monday's US session. The low is actually 704, and there's my 704 here. And if we break, then eventually we would go lower, and then it's a 653 area here, which will retreat back to the main chart. You can see here 653, 663. You see, extreme to hold. So it's key that area hold. And let me see if I've that marked on the daily. I don't. Here's because it confluences here with the 656. It needs to be able to hold that area. But I thought that area we may see that, but it's on Tuesday, and I thought we'd see 698 today in the U.S. session, which we did make it a 704, which is a volume level. And if you look at it, that actually confluences with the VWAP off the lows. So now, this happened earlier, so now it's going to be 663. Didn't expect it to get to it today. You can easily get there. And then resistance would be and there's my zone. That's what it was supposed to fall into. So I was looking for it to fall into this zone. That was my little zone area. And then a close above 865 wouldn't validate the downward move. Well, we're already into the downward move, but that was the there for if we got above that, that invalidates the down pull, which we've already moved down here. So resistance, and we got the move up into Asia, which had a volume area at 833, and the high was 829. Got short at 823. But I didn't hang in that long because I wasn't sure how the market was going to react because the U.S. cash session being closed. So I didn't hang around for that long. See, 846 would be the high, but I don't think we'll make it anywhere near there at this point. We'll call it the 846, but I don't see it going anywhere near there. And moving into gold. You can see here that this low here, as it breaks higher, that's 681. And so I marked that off in red because that'll confluence you with this. And that's what I think the market can get to on that first big push. I wasn't looking for this to happen in Asia. So I was thinking we'd hold it here in the 750s, 736. You can see there's my zone. Then maybe we pop back up in here. And then when we come back in Monday, which obviously this has already happened, we push down here, we'd get an extreme move. I told you at 704 as a volume low, which we got to 704 already in Asia. But I thought on the push, the market could get as low as 681, and I figured that we'd get a bounce of 681, kind of bounce we saw here. And then the next day, then this would be down here, and that has to hold. If we close below that, then that opens the door for much slower. Um, Let's go to gold. Gold saw a false upside break on NFP Friday to 1780, only to fade back to the 1750s. Immediate support will be 1743. Followed by a break to 1727. Resistance will be 1767. And lastly, with crude, holy smokes, golly, dang. Just saw that, holy smokes. This sucker's just continuing to rip. Mm-hmm. Well, 84.69. $82.32. 82. That's what it is, 82. $82 on a monthly. Support. $80.11. And there's my work on the triple Qs. And there's the bias chart. We'll get that posted. And thanks for joining us here on the European Crossover webinar.